You know what I've realized? Most of us start our mornings with coffee, scrolling through our phones, maybe checking emails or news. But let me ask you, when was the last time you started your day by plugging into the real power source? Not caffeine, not motivational quotes on Instagram. I'm talking about God's strength fresh, daily strength that doesn't run out at 3 p.m. when you need another coffee refill. Today, we're diving into the truth that God gives us strength for each day. Not just for the big battles, but for the little things too, like dealing with traffic, deadlines, or even that one family member who tests your patience every single holiday. Let's start with what Jesus said in John chapter 15. I am the vine. You are the branches. If you remain in me, and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. That's huge. Jesus is saying, stay connected to me, and you'll have all you need. Disconnect from me, and you'll run on empty. Think about it like your phone. When it's plugged into the charger, it's powerful, it's ready to go. But once it's unplugged, the battery starts draining. And if you're like me, somehow it always hits 1% at the worst possible time. That's exactly what happens to us spiritually when we try to live without staying connected to Jesus. We're on low battery, frustrated, burned out, and wondering why life feels so heavy. But here's the good news: God doesn't give you tomorrow's strength today. He gives you what you need for this day. Just like in the Old Testament when God provided manna in the wilderness, He didn't give Israel a month's worth at once. He gave them just enough for the day. Why? So they would keep coming back to Him. And that's what He wants from us too: daily dependence, not occasional check-ins. Now let me be real for a second. We all have moments where we think, I got this. Maybe it's at work, maybe at school, maybe even in our spiritual life. We try to do things in our own power, and then bam, we hit a wall. Anyone else been there? I know I have, and every time, I'm reminded that my strength is limited, but God's strength is unlimited. Here's something practical you can try before you start your day. Pause and pray something simple like, Lord, today I depend on you. Give me the wisdom, patience, and strength I need for what's ahead. It doesn't have to be fancy. God isn't grading your prayer like a school essay. He just wants your heart. And here's the fun part: when you actually rely on Him, you'll notice the difference. That thing that used to overwhelm you, suddenly it feels lighter. That conversation you were reading, you handle it with peace. That challenge you thought you couldn't face, somehow you make it through. Not because you're strong enough, but because God is strong in you. So let me encourage you today: don't live on spiritual autopilot. Don't think you've got to push through everything in your own power. Stay connected to the vine. Depend on Jesus. And watch how He supplies exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Let me wrap this up with this thought: strength for each day doesn't mean life gets easy. It means you'll never face it alone. God is with you, and His strength doesn't expire. It's fresh every morning, just like His mercies. If this encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button and join me as we keep digging into God's Word together.